the importance of a higher power in life, but more importantly, in political power or for political reasons as it pertains to this video. So there's a huge thing. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was in professional hockey playing, and we had all kinds of good debates. The athletes, high level elite athletes, we have debates about politics, and believe it or not, we have debates about these things. And we had many people that thought like I did, and the things we talk about. And I had one guy one day who was very astute, and he just was sitting there. He believed similar to the things we share here, but he just said, if somebody doesn't believe in God, what do you tell them? When you're saying that there needs to be God, this moral authority above the people, what do you say to those people that are saying, well, I don't believe in God? So, this clip here that I'm going to show you in a second from Heidi from MSNBC saying that Christian nationalism is the threat. That's the threat. These people that believe there's a higher power that they answer to, and not the Supreme Court or Congress. And I looked at him and I just said, that's fine. If people aren't religious, that is completely fine. However, you have to acknowledge that you are not the center of the universe. You are a speck of dust in this universe. From dust we came, to dust we shall return. And that if you do not believe there is a higher power, then what you are telling me is that your rights then come from man or from woman. And one person comes in and you might love them. They might be great, might be amazing. The next person comes in, completely changes the game. Now you're a threat. Now you are a prisoner. Now you're someone to be sought after and taken out by that man or woman that's making the rules at that time. This is a short-sightedness that unfortunately most people, whether it was the Israelites walking around Egypt and constantly looking for a shortcut or a way out, and God telling them, no, it's not the right time. Then they go try to attack anyway, and then they all die because God just said, no, it's not the right time. And these are stories and analogies. Maybe the surroundings weren't right. The weather wasn't right. These are things that God's trying to tell stories. As one of my priest friends says, the Bible is stories. They're natural law and first principles wrapped into stories so we can understand them as human beings. And when we go against these principles, when we go against this natural law, we tend to have dire consequences. Doesn't mean that something always is going to happen that's bad or detrimental. It just means that you're putting the odds against you. And you're pitting yourself against natural law. You're pitting yourself against common sense and logic. That's what a lot of the Bible shows you to a degree. And when you have this situation where you are answering to men or woman or just going back and forth and left and right, and you don't answer to a higher power, an unmoving landmark, immovable landmark, then you're going to have trouble. The goalposts are always moving. You're always going to have trouble. But this is the chaos agent. The chaos agent at play always wants a topsy-turvy, uneven playing surface. That way he can be in control. And I want to play this clip because I think it's really important to kind of see, what is going on here, quite honestly. It's just
one thing that unites all of them, because there's many different groups orbiting Trump, but the thing that unites them as Christian nationalists, not Christians, by the way, because Christian nationalists is very different, is that they believe that our rights as Americans, as all human beings, don't come from any earthly authority. They don't come from Congress. They don't come from the Supreme Court. They come from God. The one thing that unites all of them, because there's many different groups orbiting Trump, but the thing that
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Someone so mentally ill and broken, brainwashed by the fiat industrial debt-based legacy monetary system that's been perpetually brainwashing people for 110 years. You cannot have capitalism on a broken financial system. It's a layer of sand. That's your foundation. And when you have people, again, I'm sure a wonderful person, don't know Heidi. However, when you have someone so broken mentally that they don't understand natural law and first principles, the founding of this country, right? Going against the founding of this country, the greatest country to ever exist on the face of the planet. And we're going against that. We're going to say, the founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, knew 11 languages, could write 2 languages at the same time with both hands. He doesn't know what's going on. Heidi knows what's going on. That's what's going on. This is the most clear-cut delineation between short-sighted thinking. I just want my guy to win. I'm going to say whatever unbelievably ridiculous thing I can say so that my people can win, so that I'm in power and control over others, which it's not what politics is or should be. It's not what government should be either. Again, what the founding fathers knew and understood. But now we have this world where You 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 have the long term, which is let's do the right thing. Let's do the first principled approach. Let's make set the unmoving, unchangeable landmark as where we're setting our sail to. But yet we have this short term disease that is going on to just get me now. Can I get my power now? Can I get something right this second, right now? And because of this litany of terrible short term mistakes, we are compounding over time. We find ourselves way off course from where we should be, from truth. And this is where we continue to go wrong because we're constantly, building the golden calf and a new Tower of Babel, trying to become gods and trying to be, instead of humbling ourselves and lowering our ego, picking up our cross and laying down our life. And again, these are euphemisms. You don't have to believe in God or not, but this is the thing that we must be understanding. We must be understanding what we are doing and the precedent we are setting and the foundation that we are setting. That's the difference. That's the difference. So let me know your thoughts on this. I think this is really fascinating, but these are these foundational principles that I love. I love talking about the foundational principles because I'm a Band-Aids on bullet holes guy. Like, we're a society hell-bent on putting Band-Aids on bullet holes. I want to get to the core issue. I want to take the bullet out of the wound and let's heal it properly. Instead, we just keep putting like this. We, like Heidi here, we keep putting these short-term solutions on, thinking, again, just me. Short-term. Attention span of goldfish, on and on and on. And we're constantly hamstringing ourselves from truth and prosperity and liberty and freedom. Let me know if that resonates with you. I would love to know. Or am I just going crazy? Please share this out. The algorithm hates truth. But politics is downstream from culture. Companies are downstream from culture. We will shape the narrative. The 99% will shape the narrative. And again, coming from a person who disparaged the 99% 15 years ago, the right and the left come together when they realize that it's not red versus blue, it's the state versus you. And you are being played by the money, the system, the money changers, and the grift and the graft, the rent seeking that goes off of the interest, the 401ks and the fees, and all this rent seeking that's going on because the ruling class has broken the monetary system through the Federal Reserve, and they get to steal your wealth through inflation, and you don't do anything about it. We don't do anything about it. So how are we going to change that? We're going to give an incorruptible money, uncensorable money, permissionless, trustless money foundation that capitalism then can rest on, and really probably becomes voluntarism at that point. We really cease to probably have capitalism in socialism, communism. It becomes voluntarism, where people are doing things out of the goodness of their heart, and it starts bringing the good out of people that has always been there and is there, and that's how most people operate. So we're bringing the goodness out of people and exposing that instead of bringing the bad dark nature of people of dog eat dog and I'm going to get mine over you type of attitude. That's what fiat brings out. The political currency brings that out of people. So please share this out. Question everything with boldness, even the existence of God himself. Trust but verify what I'm saying. This is not financial advice. It is freedom advice. We look forward to seeing you on the next one.